That's my full skincare routine. Simple morning and evening steps that actually works. So you can understand the why behind steps, not just the what. What works for me might not work for you. We all have different skin types and sensitivities. This is my very first skincare video on the channel, so if you would like to see more, let me know in the comments. And yes, the real skins here, pores, textures, and even a few blemishes, wanted to be here today. Part 1, morning routine. In the morning, I keep it simple with the ordinary cleanser to refresh my skin without stripping it. Actually, I don't have much time in the morning, so I prefer to save my energy for work, and I just quickly wash my face to remove any residue from my night skincare products, as well as dust and anything else our skin can collect while we're sleeping. I like this product because it's vegan, it's cruelty-free, fragrance-free, and alcohol-free. As soon as the water touches it, the formula changes into a light, milky consistency that rinses away effortlessly. And by the way, a water-based cleanser lists water as its very first ingredient. So here's squalane comes first, which means it's technically an oil-based cleanser that also contains water. That combination can throw people off because it's not something we see often, but I think it's brilliant, and the presence of water makes it rinse off easily without needing the emulsification step many oils cleanser require. It has an oily-like texture and was originally made for removing makeup, but I found it perfectly for me for gentle and quickly cleansing my skin in the morning, especially after using night mask. You can follow it up with a second cleanser or toner if you want or if you need. Also, I've stopped drying my face with a towel after washing my face. I either use a paper towel, wait for it to air dry completely, or go over it with a toner and a cotton pad while it's still damp. Step 2 actually is optional, and if my face is looking a little puffy, I reach for the Clarins Clear Flash Cream Mask. The scent is a light, sweet mint, fresh enough to energize you, but soft enough to feel spa-like and luxurious. Paired with the cooling sensation, it's the coolest thing to giving your face an ice bath without the shock. It's like an instant wake-up call for my skin. Cooling, refreshing, and it literally the puff right in front of your eyes. And very good and refreshing for hot summer days. Just leave it on for about 7 to 10 minutes, and if you can squeeze it into your morning routine, do it. The lifted effect actually lasts for hours, and then just rinse it off with the water. Step 3, toner. Then I go in with the La Roche-Posay to refine my pores and get my skin perfectly prepared for the next steps. You can apply it with your hands or a cotton pad. Personally, I switch it up depending on my mood, and yes, my bottle is almost empty. That's how much I love it. And if you have very sensitive skin, tread carefully. This formula can be a little too intense for you. But if you've got oily skin with visible pores, as I do, you are probably going to be obsessed. Next up, SPF is non-negotiable. I love the Super Good Glow Stick SPF 50 because it's easy to apply and gives a beautiful natural glow while protecting my skin. It's my lazy steps without creams for now, because it's summer and the SPF more than enough. I know better options, but currently I am using that one because of it's easy to apply and I love everything in it. And I don't know why, but I always wipe my SPF stick with alcohol and a paper towel after using it, just to remove the top layer, especially if I have blemishes. I just feel like it gets dirty otherwise. Step 5, lips. I finally got my hands on the most wanted shade. Can you believe it actually in my hands now? Laneige really is the queen of lip care, and we all know it. For lips, I'm using the new Glaze Craze Tinted Lip Serum to keep them hydrated all the day. I will pin the swatches of the other shades here for you to check it. And it comes with the cutest sponge applicator, very very comfortable to use, and I only have tip. Don't squeeze out the whole tube. I know it looks so satisfying, but resist. You honestly need just the thinnest amount. It doesn't bleed, the pigment applies evenly, and it doesn't sink into the fine lines. In fact, it layers on top beautifully, giving that sexy glass effect. And I even dab it onto my cheeks, not for color, but for glow. And it's non-sticky too, so your hair won't stick to it. And then let's do my quick, super fast and easy makeup without foundation for every day. I set my brows with a brow gel, and I love that glue-like texture. It's the only thing that keeps my straight brows from falling down. I start by applying the gel with the flat side of the brush and then use the short bristles to really press and fix them in place. Perfect if you don't have a lot of brow hairs like me. And for those blessed with full brows, there are longer bristles too. Just one tip, don't overbrush it. Once it started to set, the gel can turn slightly white, but a quick tap with a warm fingertip melts it away. For hot weather and lazy everyday looks, I just apply mascara. Mine rinse off with warm water, no rubbing or cleansers needed. I'm loving the Lancome one because the wand is so comfortable to use and the black is perfectly rich, not harsh, not grayish, just true black. Then a touch of Rare Beauty blush, and it just happens to be exactly the same shade as my lip serum. Such a satisfying match. Once it dries, it's matte, not creamy. If you have redness in the center of your face, avoid applying it here. Focus on the cheekbones instead. I finish with a tart concealer to hide the blue veins in my inner corners, under my eyes, and on any blemishes. It really holds coverage in place and makes the whole look cleaner. If you don't have pale lashes, redness, or blemishes, you can totally skip these steps. And just look at that. Look at this glowing, healthy skin. Honestly, the whole routine takes me about 15 minutes in the morning, and that's because I prep my skin properly at night. Seriously, think about how much easier mornings can be when your skin is ready to go. Part 2. So first of all, we have to use a cleansing balm. That one is my favorite. It's from Clinique, Take the Day Off, and I have to prove it. They both empty. Always double cleanse. Sometimes I use Clinique Take the Day Off, or now I can use the ordinary cleanser, the same one I showed you in the morning routine, to melt away makeup and sunscreen. It's almost the same thing, but I wanted to show you that product because the Clinique Take the Day Off is very, very beautiful on the skin. I massage it gently into dry skin for about 60 seconds before rinsing. This step breaks down even the most stubborn products without tugging or irritating the skin. Honestly, this stuff melts everything, even a full glam look, and I've been using this balm for 4 or 5 years and nothing else compares. My skin feels super clean afterward, so always follow with your second cleanser. I usually use the same as I used that morning to remove any leftover residue. It's super gentle and won't strip your skin's natural oils, which is so important because over cleansing can really damage your skin barrier. I actually double checked the brand's info, and they say that you can use this product at morning and night as a makeup remover too. And personally, I'm fine with that. But if you have oily skin, I would recommend to change it for a gel cleanser. Exfoliating powder. 2 or 3 times a week, I reach for Enzyme exfoliating powder. Reach after cleansing. It's super gentle, but still does an amazing job at buffing away dead skin cells. No irritation, just smooth, glowing skin. Living in a hot climate where I sweat a lot, I've noticed that in summer my pores clog faster and I'm more prone to little breakouts. This exfoliator really helps, really keeps that under control. Bonus, it's not just for your face. I use it on my scalp after a lot of hairstyling products to keep it fresh. Step 4. Serums. This is where I listen to my skin and give it exactly what it needs. If I'm dealing with excess oil or want to minimize the look of pores, clean it properly before, I go for the ordinary zinc 1%. On days when I'm craving hydration, I use the ordinary hyaluronic acid 2% instead. Always apply hyaluronic acid to slightly damp skin. It helps lock in moisture and boosts its hydration effect. Think of this step as targeting a specific skin concern. It's the active step in your routine, and honestly, one active is more than enough for most people. Step 5. Eye care. For my eyes, I absolutely love the Laneige Bouncy and Firm Eye Sleeping Mask. The texture is so unique. It's this light gel cream that feels super cooling and refreshing when you apply it. What I really like is how it feels almost like a primer for the under eye area. When I use it with my clients in the elegant age, it's smooth and fills in fine lines just enough so that concealer goes on more smoothly and doesn't settle into those lines. And it almost blurs imperfections, giving a more hydrated look. Step 6. Lip care. I just like the formula, feels nourishing without being greasy, so it's great if your lip tend to get dry throughout the day. Step 7. Overnight mask. Finally, I like to seal everything in with the Laneige Water Sleeping Mask. This product is a total skincare hero. For me, it's like giving your skin a big, refreshing drink of water while you sleep. The texture is this lightweight, gel-like formula. It melts into the skin. It starts to be a water on the skin. It absorbs really quickly and doesn't leave any sticky or heavy feeling, which is perfect because nobody wants to go to bed feeling like they have got a thick layer of product on their face, right? It's great for all skin types whenever you have oily, dry, or combination skin. These days, more and more people develop sensitivities, so listen to your skin and adjust as needed. Don't forget about the next. Step 8. Spot treatment. If I have any active breakouts or pimples, I like to spot treat them with a drying lotion. Just grab a Q-tip, dip it into the jar, and apply the sediment, the pink stuff at the bottom, directly onto your blemishes. That's where all the active ingredients are, and it's what helps dry out the spots quickly without irritating your whole face. I just dab a little bit directly onto the spot before bed, and it works really fast to reduce redness and shrinks the blemishes overnight. And definitely a must-have for emergency skin situations. Oh, and just don't shake the bottle, it's the mistake. You need to grab that pinkish stuff on the bottom of the jar. Weekly extras. Once a week, I treat my skin to a deep exfoliation with the ordinary peeling solution. This is seriously a game changer if you want that radiant, glowing complexion without extra highlighter, you know, that your skin but better. That work together to gently dissolve dead skin cells and clear out clogged pores, revealing fresh, smooth skin underneath. I always make sure to leave it on for no more longer than 10 minutes. Any longer can be a bit too intense, especially if you have sensitive skin. If you layer too many actives at once, your skin can get confused about what to absorb first, and that confusion can show up as irritation on blemishes or the reaction of some ingredients which are supposed to be separate. After rinsing it off, my skin feels instantly brighter and more even-toned. Plus, it helps with the texture and prevents breakouts, which is why I stick to this routine once a week to keep my skin looking its best without overdoing it. My skin is completely clean, and any foundation, even the worst in the world, will be looking good on the well-prepared canvas. Agree? Just look at that glow. It's incredible. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next time. Bye!